I'm so disappointed right now. I wanted to have for you guys right now a TOA hard floor 2 3-star guide, and we were getting there. We were so close, and then Gene died. Light Paladin. It's not even just about TOA the floor 2. TOA floor 2 is not the big thing. It's not the big the challenge. The TOA floor 2 3-starred with no summonable Nat 5, no Rika, no Ganymede, no anything like that, right? And some of those things like no attack age boost and no attack age decrease, the things that are my favorite things in the entire game, you can't use those, right? You can't use those. So I'm like, it was a challenge, but we were so close. We were there. We actually have a team. We'll be able to do it. I'll still be able to do the video. I just couldn't get it done by today because I had an appointment. I know you guys don't care about what the appointment was for, but we were not able to do it yet. That being said, TOA floor 2 3-star is not even the issue. Or sorry, TOA hell floor 2 is not even the issue. The issue is, oh my god, like I really want to do like an all the floors 3-star guide with no summoned no summonable Nat 5s like Light Paladin and Sigmaris and stuff like that is good to go. It's not gonna be possible. It's the insanity that is TOA hell. I don't even know if ComToA themselves have actually like beaten it. And 30 started. I'm sure like they beat it with like 1 star or whatever. But I don't know. Like they had to have, right? Like the testers at ComToA have to have beaten this before they released it, right? Like as a game, like coming from background of game dev, like I know they would have had to have tested it. They had to have beaten it to know that it is beatable. But really, what did they test it with? Like, a bunch of LD5s? So, like, here's the thing. It's not even that. It's that, like, there are almost nobody. I've checked all the servers. There's almost nobody that is completely 30 started. There's people that have gotten past floor 10, right? There's people that have done really well. But I think getting past beating floor 10, even at 1 star, is... You are a god tier player at this game. Like that's the situation that we're at right now. Is that it's almost not possible. So here's what I want you guys to do. Let me know in the comments how many people you think at the time that I'm recording this video, 36 hours after, like roughly 36 hours after it was released, how many people do you think across all 6 servers, global, Europe, Asia, China, Japan, Zimbabwe? No. Korea, right, that's the last one. How many people do you think already beat it? And then how many people over the next, because we have 15 days left, let me know how many people you think already 30 started, and then how many people you think will have 30 started by 15 days from now when it resets, and it's actually going to change. So that's what they said in the patch notes, right? That it's actually going to change. It's going to be different 10 floors. So... Maybe that's one way of like nerfing it without nerfing it, is like the 10 floors on the next rotation might be easier. Maybe because we saw that kind of thing with the Dimension Predator where last month's was like crazy and then this month's was like not as crazy as last month's, right? So, yeah, how many people do you think already beat it now? How many people, 30 started, not just 10 it, because we can't even check that, but 30 started. And how many people over the course of the next 15 days do you think are going to have 30 started by the time it rolls around? Okay, so that's what you got to do right now, and we're going to check it right now to see if you are correct. So let's see. So this is global server again, 36 hours in, and most of the and we're talking like crazy OP people. Like these are crazy OP players. Didn't even 30 star it. Like this is it. This reminds me of when TOA hard first came out. And a month went by, like the first month of TOA hard, and there weren't even 100 people that completed TOA hard 100. That's how crazy it was. And there was a lot of units that we take for granted now that weren't in the game back then, right? So like for example, the Homunculus wasn't even in the game when TOA hard first came out. So now that TOA hell is in the game, jeez, man, it's not even just about having the like OP units. It's about like if you have things like Ganymede, because right now Ganymede and Rika and Varad they're always OP for TOA hell or TOA hard, but it's not even about just having those units. But you have to have those units at like like extremely fast and well statted, and like half of it is just being like ridiculously fast, because people that have like 220 speed violent sets, like they're getting outsped by the enemies, right? They're so fast. The enemies are so fast. I had to like increase the speed on some of my things. I'm like, this is ruined well, and it's getting outsped by enemies. Like, what's going on? Anyway. So we see 0 people here on global server at the time that I'm recording this have, and I'm sure 15 days till it ends. But I'm sure people are going to have 30 started on global server by that time. We see 20, 20, 20, 20. They're getting on top 100, and they're like 20 stars, 19 stars, 18 stars, 117 star. Yeah, that's like a little over halfway to completionist for it. And they're in top 100, right? So this is 36. This is a day and a half, 36 hours into it, and most of the and nobody has 30 started. Nobody on global server has 30 started yet. I know there's people on other servers. Let's go check those other servers out now. But yeah, let's go check those other servers out now. How many of you are on track with your guesses right now? Because remember, I said to guess how many people you think are going to have 30 started now, and how many people you think are going to have 30 started by the end of 15 days. How many of you are on track, or like, I thought 13 people on global server would have done it by now. It was 0. So we're here on Asia server, by the way, right now. Let's see if anyone on Asia server. I don't know if I really plan on doing too much of this on these on all my alts. I really want to just like do it on the main and that's it, because I don't want to manual 90 hours of I don't think I can have time and enough time to manual all this on all these different accounts, and I don't even think some of these alts. I don't think most of these alts. Maybe Europe can do pretty well, but I don't think the other alts are even going to be able to do this content just at all. Like for LD only. Like, it's hard enough doing this. I can't. And then we challenge by not having runes, and we challenge by not even being able to use like 80% of the monsters or 60% of the monsters, whatever. I don't know numbers. 2 people on Asia server. Jeezy, quite an accomplishment. I'm sure over the course of the next 15 days, more people will actually be able to beat it, but oh my goodness, it's crazy. You see 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20s. You see a lot more people, 19s, 18s, 17s, some more 17s. So, yeah, again, seeing a lot of 17s and 18s and 19s and 20s in the top, like half the top 100 is currently at there right now. So we have 2 actual full clears on Asia server. Let's check Europe. Europe server now, how many of you are on track with your predictions, number 1, and how many of you feel really good about yourselves because you're like, I really am not, I thought it was just me that sucks at ToA Hell. No, it's even the crazy whale G3 players with like $50,000, $100,000 accounts struggling. All the LD Nat 5s still struggling. It is insane content. So let's check Europe server. We have one person that's gotten 30 stars. I'm not even familiar with Kango. I'm sorry, Kango. Congratulations on your 30 stars. No one, even Vayne Solidor, if you guys don't know who he is, super OG, OP OG Summoners War player, awesome dude. Even Vayne Solidor has not even gotten 30 stars. Oh my god. It's crazy. Look at all these people that are like SWC competitors that are like Shishizo 23 stars, Fat Artie 20, what was that? 23 stars, Rosith 24 stars. Like, all of these people you know are crazy OP, and they're like, you think that they would like have 30 stars like instantly. It's that hard of content. It's that hard of content that it's like you are not alone. Look at all these people from SWC. They're like 20 in the 20 range, right? I'm sure they'll get further along than that, of course, over the next 15 days. But currently, we have 130 on Europe server, and we have 228s are the next best thing. China server now, surely with all the insane accounts, with all the LD whales, the 100,000, the 200,000, the 300,000, the more than that $100,000 accounts. You know China server is going to have like 10 people on the leaderboards, right? 10 people on the... Mango, we're not sure about anything anymore. Is China going to even be able to have anyone that's completed it? So let's see. let's see how many people on China server with all their insane accounts. One person that's gotten 30 stars on it. One person with all, and you guys see, if you've ever stepped into RTA, you know how many crazy Chinese whale accounts with all that insane LD5s there are. We see 20s, 22, 21, 20s. We're gonna see 19s, and there's a lot of 20s. Never mind. We won't see any 19s at this point. Okay, there's the 19s, 18s, 17s. Same situation on China server. Same situation. We got one person that's gotten 30 stars out of all the crazy whale accounts. Japan server, Japan, some of the smartest people. I'm sure that they have already cracked the code, figured it out, how to get 30 stars. How many people on Japan server are actually able to... Zero players on Japan server actually able to 30 star all of ToA Hell. Again, it's only been out for a day and a half. I'm sure people are going. I'm sure this is going to be way. I don't want to look at this. Okay, here's the thing. 28, 28, 26, 26, 25, 22, 22, 21, 21, 22. And then we are already at the 19s at rank 29. Here's the thing though, Japan server is they're less populated than the other servers. So that's one of the reasons we're seeing this. It's not like they're worse than everyone else. It's like, oh, they're even worse than everyone. They have much less population on that server playing. So it's a different story there as far as like just less people in general. So that's what's gonna happen. Like on global server, for example, there's way more people, and then you have more good players and more medium players and more bad players. But you notice all the good players because they're on the leaderboard, right? But on Japan server, it's the same percentages of good, medium, and bad players. Good, medium, and bad players. But just less players overall. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. I think some people don't. I actually know some people don't, because people try to argue with me in the past about this. They're like, no, that means that they're worse. And I'm like, no, that means that there's less of them. Anyway, so we see some 60. So if you guys really want to do well on your accounts, just go to Japan server, because less people, much easier to get on leaderboards. I mean, that's true for Arena as well, for Japan server. So anyway, yeah, even no one on Japan server. What is the rank 1? Rank 1 was 28. Is that what we saw? Yeah, 28. And then some really good players too. That's the thing. Last but certainly not least, Korea server. This is where ComToA's headquarters is. They're a South Korean mobile game development company. Do they have the secret sauce on Korea server to get 30 stars? Do they know? Did they get the secret formula from ComToA directly? Or are they struggling just like everyone else? Let's find out. And of course, rank 1 is Skit, because we should expect nothing else. Isn't he currently rank 1 in RTA too? He took time out of winning in RTA and doing SWC. Well, there's no SWC like today, but he took time out of all of his winning and everything else to just casually beat everything in ToA Hell. So 2 players are 30 stars on Korea server. So they're struggling just like everyone else. So that leaves 6 people. 6 people actually fully completed 30 stars, everything. And we're not talking like completed with like free-to-play units or like, oh, fusion units and this and that. We're talking about people with like the best LDs in the game and the best runes in the game. And like, we're talking about like that level of insanity. And they're all struggling. 6 people across all the servers, across all the whales. 6 people at this point have 30 starred all of ToA Hell. And we're seeing the same situation as the other servers. Lots of 20s, lots of 20s, lots of ones in the 20s. I mean, lots of actual 20s, 19s, 18s, 17s. So we'll see. We'll see over the next 15 days. Again, we'll see over the next 15 days how many people fully complete all of this content. There will not be very many. I don't think, personally, I mean, I could be wrong, but personally, I don't think that the top 100 is going to be full of completionists, like people that actually got all 30. I think we're going to see many players that are in the top 100 that didn't even complete the 30. So, yeah. So, and I'm curious if ComToA's actually, like, how much did ComToA's test to see if this is really doable, right? insane. It's so insanely difficult. I don't know, man. Because like I can envision, I can picture like the devs like sitting there, like the Q&A department. They're like, this is really hard. Should we just say we did it? Should we just check it off on the list? Like, yes, it can be completed. Yeah, just check it off. Or maybe they're like, let's give ourselves like all the best units, and then let's test it out with like all the best units. Like, oh, you did it with a team of all LD5s. That just means and all 300 speed violence sets. That it's still doable. That means it's doable. Let's publish it. Let's post it. New update. ToA Hell. New update. I wonder though, because I can't imagine that most of the like community. No, see now I'm the third shade. I'm not third shade, but I can't imagine most of the casual Comp to Us employees that aren't like super try hard, actually completing this content, because the try hard whales that are like super endgame try really, really hard to like win at everything, they are struggling massively. We're all struggling. So that's kind of the thing that I wanted to kind of drive home. So anyway, feel good about yourselves, guys. It's not just you that's struggling with the content. It's literally everyone. And for me personally, I know that I'm not gonna be able to, if I ever even can do 30 stars. I don't know that it's going to be with a free-to-play friendly team. I think we may have to bring out at some point some of these crazy Nat 5s. We'll see. I'm gonna try not to. Maybe, you know. I'll try to do what I can do, right? I think we could definitely do like at least 1, 2, and 3 on 3 stars. I'm pretty positive we can do 1, 2, and 3 on 3 stars with like free-to-play friendly stuff. 4. And then a couple of the other higher ones, I'm looking at, I'm like, God, don't, yeah, I don't know about that, guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel good about yourselves. Nothing, don't feel bad for not being able to complete everything at 3 stars, because, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. Don't worry. It's absolutely insane content that's almost like unwinnable, like that you almost can't win, like that can't complete with 3 stars, like you almost can't even do it. So it is the hardest content in the game, period. Like I feel like if I matched up against who's super OP in RTA, like I have more of a chance at beating them than actually 3-starring all of this content. Like Tomato, I have more of a chance of beating Tomato in RTA than I have in 3-starring this content. I'm not even joking. That's an actual statement. I really do, and I know he would wipe the floor with me. Anyway, that's it for this one. Feel good about yourselves. That's what I'm trying to say. Feel good about yourselves. Nothing wrong with you, right? You're doing fine. You're beautiful. Stop hitting on the viewers, Bagel. Okay. Anyway, that's it for this one. We are gonna do a 3-star for level 2. Soon. I just need some more time because, you know, you gotta record it and then RNG happens and record it again, then RNG happens and record it again and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get ready to stream now, and then I gotta work on Saturday morning 7s, and I have to do some stuff for other clients. So there's always 9 million things I gotta get done. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. I'll see you as always in happy weekend. I'll see you as always in the next one.